Hello guys! Today I just have a very short stream, around half an hour maybe, because I really wanted to go on with this one, but I have some Saturday things to do, so we go on with that later. Basically what I did yesterday was starting to detail the Skyhunter model. As you can see, the one on the left is the one we have started with, and the one on the right is what we finished with. And I actually think it looks quite good for now. And I would just like to zoom on further in on the vehicle and see what happens. Basically, I imported this one next just for comparison, but what I'm going to do now is to open the Skyhunter detailed file. And what I still don't like, let's toggle everything back on. Weapons, wheels, exactly. Yeah, I think that looked quite awesome. But what I would like to improve is, still have some leftovers from yesterday. Let's get rid of the wheels, get rid of this. Basically, if you look at the weapon mounts on this model, it's boring. Absolutely boring. It's just a cylinder that looks like shit. And to be fair, let me disable this one. Yes. To be fair, I don't think I will change too much on the mount on the gun itself, but what I want to do is to put a mounting slot, basically mounting place, on the vehicle itself. So what I will have to do in the future, if we disable the body nav, basically, if you look at that, we need to I'm sorry, I needed to step away for a second. What I have to do is to adjust the sizes of those mounts for all weapons, but that will come in the future. So now I would just disable this big minigun, then I would go to this side, and then I would like to start to work. I already have a bit of a imagination how it's supposed to work, and basically what I'm going to do is to draw two lines around here. So something like that. And then we go for a 3-point circle. Or actually, let me try something. Let's close those lines. Then we select all of them, press J to join them to one life, press B to round them up. So something like that. And now we just extrude this. And I think what we do with that is we scale it up a bit. Just a tiny bit. Yes, exactly. Now nope, that's not what I wanted. Like this. Then we press G to grab it. Move it somewhere to here. Press enter. Remove this line. And now I would like to modify this one so it looks like a weapon mounting point. We select this front face. Go back to a normal cycle. And basically what we're going to do is to does exactly I need this line. Hello? Doesn't work like that. Okay, let me do it this way in this case. Just draw a line through here. Make a circle. And I would say I would unify all the mounting points to a certain number. In this case, when I look at it, I think 0.4 would be awesome. Then we delete this line. We grab this one. And then we put it in a bit. Maybe we can extrude that here a bit so we have a bit more space around. What I'm going to do next is to select this line, offset it a bit, because what I want to have is something that looks like a mounting ring, so it doesn't look like it's just glued on there. Yes, exactly. And now we put some bolts around it. Just pick a random place, extrude a hexagonal, smooth it a bit, basically create a chamfer on this other side, select this one, and then we radial it around here. Yes, exactly like that. Then we combine all of those together, QQ, enter. And now before I go on, I would like to enable one of my guns and put it inside there and see how it looks like. So basically we enable the grinder again. We grab it, basically all the models that we have inside. So, and then, like I said, here we add 0.4 as a diameter, and I will have to adjust this circle as well. So what we do here, let's disable our body for a while because it's in the way. This is in the way as well. We put a circle here. It's 0.68. It's a bit too big. It's 0.4. And then we just remove this one. Let's go to freestyle, grab this point, freestyling is sometimes a bit yanky. Yes. So, oh yes, that was yeah, but actually, you know what? Let me do it like this. Press W, enter, exactly. So now we're gonna delete this. We're gonna delete this circle. Yeah, maybe so we get some fidelity into the mount as well. And now we just check how it looks. To do that, we switch back to object mode using 4. We turn on our body again. Then we press G for move. We press F for freestyle, so we can grab a point. Then we grab the middle point of the mounting. And then we forgot to turn on our weapon mount. Now we have our weapon mount. Let's check it out. Yes. And what I see now, it's a bit too far in the front. I mean, yes, that looks okay, but I would like to have it a bit more in the back. So we go here, select all of those models, press G, and push it back until we are happy. Yeah, I would actually say we overstretch it a bit, and then we select those faces. Actually, we can remove that face, we don't need it. Yes. Something like that. No, let's put it more to the front. I don't have that much of an idea right now how to make it look cool while it's overlapping here, so I would just like to stick to here. And I think for now it's looking much better than before. So we disable the grinder again. And then we would like to start to add some fidelity onto here. So it's just looking good. Let's put an offset here. And then put this one in. Yes, exactly like that. And then maybe, okay, turn on X-ray. Tap, tap. Yes, that looks good. Let's see if we can put the chamfer on here without it looking too bad. I think actually that looks quite okay. Let's look at it without the edges. Yes, that looks good. Turn the edges back on so we can work on it. And now I have another idea that I would like to try. And that's basically, let's go here. We need an offset of this one. Then we need to pull it out a bit. And then we press Ctrl R. That's one of my most favorite tools. We add some splitting lines in between. Then we mark every second one of this. Okay. And then we just see if we can chamfer those. Let's go. What does look better? I think that looks better. We go with rounded edges for a while. For a change, I mean. Because we'll always use chamfer everywhere, and fillets are okay from time to time as well. Yeah, so now we have some fidelity over there. Now let's turn back on the minigun. See how it looks. Yeah, it looks okay. Turn it off again. And now we can just Alt-X it to the other side. Question is, do we want to Alt-X it right now, or are we actually done? And I think we are not done yet. Because what I would like to do is to give it more of visual fidelity on this side as well. And what I'm thinking about basically is in this mount there should be something that's moving the gun up and down. And usually we can use motors or hydraulics for it, and so we need some cables to be there, and there are two ways to do that, from a technical point of view, from the inside or from the outside. And since we don't want a realistic model, we want it to look cool, we just do it from the outside. So what happens now, we create a center circle around here, and we're gonna 0.06. Then we Control C, Control W it. Control C, Control V, I mean. And it was so nice to do it twice. No, actually, no. What we did here is we create a center rectangle. Yes, like that. And then we grab those three pieces, extrude them a bit. With this one, we want to round it. Yes. And with those, we have another plans. Wait, let's delete one of them and just copy paste it later. We select this face, press Ctrl R again, subdivide it by a bit. So around here we disabled edges, so that's why we couldn't see anything. And then we push it in a bit. We chamfer this edge. So now we have some kind of a connector. And because we are awesome, we do the same here as well. And now we press 4, go to body selection mode, select this body, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, push it back where it was, around here, and press enter. And what we do with that now is basically we go onto this area and create some kind of an electrical output box there. So we select the rectangle, press C so we get a center rectangle, so we don't have to switch it to the right menu. Press B to bevel it a bit. Then we extrude it outside. We select the edge loop here and put it in a bit. And then I would just like to have 2 connection points for that. So I create another center rectangle, and it would be around here somewhere. And what I do now is bridge curve. Put it from here to no, we don't want it to be. We want it to be Z-axis exactly. Oh no, it doesn't work like that. It absolutely doesn't work like that. Okay, in this case we just do it the old-fashioned way. We have this face selected. We create a circle somewhere here, 0.04. Then we extrude it a bit as well. We put a chamfer on it, something like that. Then we press 4 to go back to body selection mode, press Alt X and mirror it to this side. Exactly. And now we go back to our bridge tool, connect center of this with center of this, change the direction. Yes, I think that looks good. And we do the same here. And we change the direction. And we see how it looks like. So, and now we just select this line, press P for pipe, and we automatically have a cable, but I think they intersect here a bit. Do they? Yes, just a tiny bit. So what we're going to do is 0.009. Yeah, now they are a bit smaller. Exactly. That's awesome. And with this one, we do something different. I did it on one of my guns before and it looked quite cool. We split this one into halves. We select both of those faces, go to offset, make it a bit smaller, and then we connect one of those. Bridge curve. We connect one of those to somewhere here. Change the direction on both. Yes, exactly. And the other one, this one, we connect to someone here. Or should we go for this? No. Let's make it a bit. It's always hard to decide things like that because you want it to look good, but you don't want it to look unnecessarily messy. What we do here is we press Shift P for lofting. We take a look at that. I think that looks okay. And the same we do here. Shift P for lofting. And we put it inside there. And here I would like to create some kind of a connecting point, so it's just not hanging in the air like, I mean, as you can see here, it's just added to nothing. Push it in a bit so we ensure that we have connection. So what we do now, we press 4. No, we cannot press 4 yet, because if we make something on that, then we cannot mirror it anymore. So we cannot connect things to the main body yet. So in this case, we select this area first. I would just want to make it a bit more interesting. Let's go to here, here. Select those edges and round them down a bit. Exactly. Yeah, but actually what we can do to circumvent that, yeah, I think that's a good idea. We grab this one. Let me disable the main body real quick. So we grab this one, press O, go outside just a bit, then we push it out just a bit, press enter, and enable main body again. Now we have something that looks like it's belonging there. Maybe just put a small fillet onto that. Yes, exactly. So on this one, we want to, like I said, right now we're just looking for making things interesting. C, B, and push it in, cut it out. Let me collapse all of this stuff here and remove all the curves that we used. So what we do now, we go here, press Ctrl R, change the direction, and add some lines. And then we select every second one of those. I hope my math didn't fail me. Yes. Pull them out just a bit. Let's see if we have some weird collision somewhere. We don't. So now we have some proper mounting points. And maybe what I should do here is to put some kind of an armor panel over it. So we go to offset. We start from here. We follow this line. Then we follow this line. Then we follow this line. And then we just extrude it, just a small bit. And after that we put some nuts and bolts onto that. So I would like to have a chamfer here. And a rounding here. So that bit, and a bit of a rounding here as well. Then we cut this one down. And this one down as well. Yeah, something like that. So now we start to mirror stuff. 4, 4, 4. But actually, we have a lot of different small things and pieces. QQ. Wait for a second. Enter. Hello? Q. Q. Something cannot be. So that one is okay. That one. The swept ones. Let's check those. QQ. Ah, they're making some issues. Why are they making some issues? Basically what you can do if things like that make some issues, press G, moving down just very tiny bit. No, that's too much. Because what I think is that they don't really have contact here, and that's why the model thinks they are not connected. And we can fix that by just grabbing this one and pulling up just a bit. So we grab this model again, grab those two, press Q, press Q. No, we still cannot bool. Why? Why can't we bool those? The Boolean failed. Weird. Okay, let's check this one, this one, this one in this case. Maybe that works. No. It doesn't like those sweeps for some reason. Let's try to do it. Okay. Yeah, okay, it likes this one. No, and then it stops liking this one. QQ. Yeah. That one worked. Let's try here. That one doesn't. For some reason it doesn't work. Maybe we have... Yeah, okay. That's why it doesn't work, I think. We push it in a bit so we have a connection there. Press 4. Q, Q. Now it works. And I think the same issue will be here. Q, Q. Yeah. Because this thing isn't, for some reason, isn't connected. It doesn't seem to want to go. 4, S. Let's make it tiny bit smaller, so it surely has connection. Q, and now it works. Awesome. So now, when we turn it off, we can see, okay, this works. So now we just Alt-X this one. No, we need, yeah, okay. Alt-X this one and put it to the other side. And the question is if we want to keep it symmetrical or not. And actually on weapon mounts and stuff like armor plates, I would pull over the main shape that looks symmetrical, and then I would look that I change things to be asymmetrical. So let's see how it looks. Show edges. I don't like this one. This one is okay. And we need to make armor plates more interesting. Maybe put some cuts inside them, stuff like that. So, show edges again. Okay, let's turn on back this minigun. This one is fitting already. And now let's adjust the other one as well. The shredder miniguns. Yes, because as you can see, yes, that doesn't look good. Oh, something is wrong. Ah, yes. Let's go to the Z-axis. Select all of those. Press G. Pull it out. Yes. And what we want to do as well is, of course, to connect those to the main body. So we select the main body. Grab this weapon mount, grab this weapon mount, press Q. Press enter, and we want to connect those two armor plates that we created before. Q. Exactly. So now everything is fine again. So what we have to do here is to disable the body, disable the grinder minigun, and then if I had to write it down somewhere, was it 0.6? 0.6. I think it was 0.6. I'm not sure though. Or 0.4. But we're gonna see it in a second. It totally wasn't 0.6, it was 0.4. We remove this one. Remove this one. That wasn't the plan. 0.4. Let's extrude it just a tiny bit and connect it to the main body. Remove the circle, and now we can actually use this to make some small changes here. Bring back the main body. Select all of those, like all of those. Press G, press V. Press F now, and freestyle it onto here. Hello? Oh, I set the pivot wrong. Press G, press F for freestyle, press center, and yes, that's what I wanted. Yes. Now we got it. Turn on the wheels. Yeah. It starts looking very awesome. Alright, in this case, I think I'm done for today. Maybe today in the evening, depending on if I have time or not. But I think that was a very productive short stream. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a nice weekend. Bye bye.